What's up, everyone? Brett Mix here for Macho Madness. Macho Madness, yeah, my impression's okay sometimes. Here for a SmackDown review. I stay up to date with the shows, and I also give a classic of history of wrestling videos each day. So if you like either of the things, hit the subscribe button right now. That'd mean a lot to me. Getting this channel off the floor, and a lot of people have subscribed already today. I think 6 or 7 people. So thank you very much for that. It means a lot to me. Here we go with SmackDown. It's the Crown Jewel Go Home Show here on Friday night, November the 3rd, 2023. The night before. Opening segment was LA Knight, and he came out to a huge pop. Fans chanting his name. Yeah, the whole shebang. Typical trash talk, but then Roman comes out and says he typically tell the crowd to acknowledge him, but they know who he is. So Roman introduces himself to LA Knight. Roman calmly goes over what he is and what he has. LA Knight has gotten everyone on his side. Roman asks them to chant his name because it'll be the last time they ever do. Roman brags about the turning the business until $1 billion business. When he was on top, as he's still on top, not sure Roman has anything to do with that at all. It has more to do with people from Saudi Arabia and Fox, who's regretting their TV deals, pumping McMahon with millions. So yeah, it's not you, Roman, but he's definitely the top dog in the game. Not going to take that away. Roman gets his best lines out, but LA replies saying he's coming from a different angle to start something called the LA Knight era. Things get personal, as you expect, and Knight says he will live it. Tough talk as they go face to face with a nice opening segment. Nice opening segment, I can speak there. Next we have Theory and Owens. This is where I caught up to the show because I missed the opening segment, so I just rewatched the opening segment online. But this is where I picked up. It was Theory and Owens. They were wrestling a pretty good match. I ended up giving this match 2.5 stars. Nice spot with Austin Theory with a jumping blockbuster after countering the stunner. Owens he kicked out, so Austin Theory just got a near fall. Owens hits the stunner and gets the 3 over Austin Theory. Good win. Glad it wasn't a roll-up or no DQ. It was a good, clean finish, but not sure what it does for Austin Theory going forward. Big stuff for KO, though, so yeah, 2.5 star win on SmackDown. Backstage, interviewer Kathy Kelly interviewed Bianca Belair, who said now the rivalry between Damage Control's Bayley and her is personal. And just as she says it's personal, the Damage Control attack her. They control Bianca with a quick jump and a brutal beatdown, making things even more personal. So since she got jumped directly after saying it was now personal, I'm guessing it's way more personal now. Enough saying personal, though. I took things it's in my notes. The idea to get to a commercial break every 2 minutes. So I take that too personal, Bianca. Me saying personal and you guys going to a commercial every 2 minutes. Obviously not talking to Bianca, talking to WWE. They can. If you've watched any of my reviews, you know how I feel about the constant commercials. They can book it better. Don't worry, they can book it better. They just choose not to. Logan Paul shakes hands with Lashley backstage. They look good in suits, do the Street Profits. I'll take these guys over the top babyface shtick any day. Jade Cargill walks by and says she wants to talk with Bobby for a second. So is Jade Cargill gonna be in that stable? What's going on here? Seems interesting though. Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, the women's tag team champions, come out for Shotzi, who's gonna get a partner of her choice. Another commercial. Again, I know it's a cliffhanger because who's Shotzi Blackheart? Who's going to be her partner? But then, oh god, Charlotte fucking Flair. Well, of course, we need somebody to bury the tag team champions. On a throwaway episode of SmackDown, tagging up with her for the first time, probably the first time. And then after they beat the tag team champions, Michael Cole says, "Oh yeah, they should probably be tuned for a tag team title shot now." That's not how you should be getting shots, beating the champions on free TV. It's not at all how you should be getting shots. No way, no how. And Charlotte just has to go over everyone. If she's not winning the title, she's just going over everyone. That's what WWE does to make it up to her. I guarantee she's going to be a 15 or 16 time, or going for it by WrestleMania. They've mentioned her 14 reigns enough. Anyways, hopefully the champions. I'm not big on McNiven. I'm not big on Niven and Chelsea, but through the champs, can she be booked like it at least? That's all my point is. Heyman's with Sikola doing a promo on Cena for Crown Jewel, and I honestly thought it was just going to be them. I thought it was just going to be Solo Sikola and Paul Heyman, but this is the last show before Crown Jewel, obviously, the last day. So one last word of words. Heyman is so natural at this, and that's why I didn't think they needed Cena, but they got him anyway. Sikola asks why Paul wasted his breath talking to them, as they come to talk to John Cena face-to-face. Fans cheer as Cena comes out. Cena holds up his never give up shirt, and then he runs to the ring. I wonder who's going to win at Crown Jewel. But no, it's about time for Cena if he does. They could have just had the Heyman promo, but this one to end the promos between the two is a solid outing. I liked it. Cena, loved by the crowd, enjoys his mic time, and Sikola says, John Cena, I'm pissed off I have to wait until tomorrow to fight you. He says he has orders from the tribal chief, and that is to give the mic to Cena so he can say goodbye while he still can, before that Samoan spike. Cena says the only place that thumb will be if it's taped up tight is up his ass. Damage Control talks to the new SmackDown GM, Nick Aldis, and he says that Damage Control is barred from ringside, and as you could see, Bayley, or as you could imagine, Bayley was not happy with that. Next is the no DQ countouts, no DQ or countouts, just pinfall or submission. Anything goes. The Brawling Brutes and their opponents Pretty Deadly in a Donnybrook match. They attacked their opponents in pink, Pretty Deadly. The Brutes had their way with them. They're getting some new teams here on SmackDown with the Creed brothers. Now they got the Brawling Brutes. There's DIY. It's not a bad division. They just got to book it better. Ridge double team speared. Holland in the powerhouse destroys Pretty Deadly with a ton of awesome defense. Elton fights back. Then Ridge comes back. He was caught by the Deadly, who had turned it around for the moment. Pretty Deadly fight back, but Butch with a moonsault taking everyone down. This one went on, but the better it went, the better it was. Tables now in the ring. Thrown over Butch. Pretty Deadly with a double team move through the table, putting Pretty Deadly, giving them the victory. My notes are a little bit gibberish, but I'll give this match 3 stars. Next, Heyman tells SmackDown GM Nick Aldis that he's hardly done with Knight, and he'll need emergency services with Roman when it gets done with him in Crown Jewel. So he tells him to up the security. Nick Aldis has a weigh-in for the U.S. title with Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio. He says that's going to be the weigh-in. Rey slaps him after their weigh. It can get more personal with Logan, outweighs him by about 40 pounds. They run down the Crown Jewel card, and Belair comes to the ring. Belair faces Io Sky at Crown Jewel. The leader of Damage Control, Bayley, comes out too, so it's Io Sky watching this is the winner. Bianca Belair and Bayley face off. Bianca came out with a firing shoulder thrust, some suplexes rolling into another suplex, over the rope, a backflip, and then a standing moonsault and got a near fall. Next is Bayley to run. She can't hide more suplexes as the fans are loud for Belair. Bayley then momentarily had the upper hand, dodging a maneuver from Belair, and when the commercial first half of the match came back, Belair was on the defense when Bayley tossed her into the outside. Bayley does a Foley leg jump off the apron with landing on her elbow, and then back in the ring, a standing side headlock to wear her down. The EST, Bianca had an opening on the rear chin lock and hit a vicious backbreaker. They go back and forth here. Bayley and Belair exchange series of offensive moves. Bayley off the top to the rope to the middle of the ring. Bayley clears the TV monitors and Belair and from the apron on the leverage to knock her face first into the post. Amazingly, Bianca came back with her ponytail to help. She hits the KOD and Belair wins the match. Give it 3 stars, and then afterwards they drill her through a table. So I give that match 3 stars. Overall, I give SmackDown a 5.5 out of 10. Decent go-home show with a couple great matches. I could probably give it a 6. I'd give it a 5.75 if I did by quarter ratings. But it was a decent go-home show with a couple good matches on it. Everything else was filler. I'm surprised how much shorter these episodes of SmackDown seem than compared to Raw. But anyways, guys, if you like my reviews of the history of wrestling, which I do a lot more than this, tune in for that. Subscribe and we'll watch Crown Jewel tomorrow, and I'll be giving you my ratings for that. Thanks everybody for watching. Britt Mix, and I'm out.